What's up, guys? I'm Kadena with Crypto Now or Never, and welcome back to another market update. If you enjoy this style of content, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. As always, none of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief. Know what I want.
Okay, so the market's actually in a very interesting position right now. So as you guys can see, Bitcoin's currently sitting at 107,500, Ethereum's 2460. And I want to say that the market's been volatile because as of last night, it has been, but in general, it hasn't really been volatile at all. Just to show you guys what I'm talking about, if you come over and you look at the Ethereum chart, you can see that we actually had a very strong daily candle close. And it's actually probably easier to show it on Bitcoin, but the reason we had a very strong daily close is because of the weekly time frame. As you can see, if you look at Bitcoin on the weekly, Bitcoin had an incredibly strong weekly close. This is a massive bullish engulfing candle, and typically this is going to be a great look and it could lead to a continuation candle. However, the issue right now is that the market is just in limbo right now. Usually summers in general are just low volume, but right now we have this whole thing going on with Donald Trump and Jerome Powell. Basically, Jerome Powell doesn't want to cut rates and Donald Trump thinks rates should be cut. And they're talking about replacing Jerome Powell. And as a lot of you guys know, the market doesn't really like uncertainty. What's interesting is a lot of the time it doesn't even really matter if the news is bad. What matters is that the market has clarity. So I do believe that once we get a lot of clarity on this macro stuff that's going on, that the market could do very well. Now you could argue that the market's already doing very well just when you look at the weekly candle close. However, this is really just a Bitcoin situation. And as you can see, if you come back over to CoinMarketCap, Bitcoin dominance is at 64.7%. When we saw a lot of the meme coins breaking out, Bitcoin dominance had dropped to like 61.8%. And it wasn't even a massive altcoin explosion, but we did see Bitcoin dominance drop when Ethereum had this initial breakout. Because as you guys know, Ethereum ran from about 1383 all the way up to around 27 or 2800. That was a huge move for Ethereum and it helped the Ethereum ecosystem a lot. But if you look at Ethereum right now, we're still just in this major consolidation phase. I've been talking about how we're basically in a giant bull flag, and then that bull flag actually started to break out, and then we broke right back into the pattern. And then we broke down out of the bull flag, and now we've broken right back into the pattern again. So I'm telling you right now, we're still just in this major consolidation phase. Price action just got rejected off of the 21-day yet again for the second time. I do believe these next couple candles are going to be very important. If we just continue to get rejected, then don't be shocked if we do see some more downside. However, if we can finally get back above these levels, especially the 200-day, which is the yellow line right here, then that will be very bullish for the whole market. And I'm telling you right now, there are a lot of people right now that are watching this level. Truthfully, I don't know how you can't be watching this level. For those of you guys who still don't really believe in technical analysis, what do you call this when you just see price action getting rejected over and over and over? So it is absolutely, in my opinion, that we need to get back above this level in order for the market to actually break out. Now, I've also been showing you guys the S&P a lot recently. And if you guys watched my last market update, you'll know that I had S&P drawn in this bull flag. I'll actually pull up the video right now, and I was talking about how we were retesting the 21-day moving average and we had extremely oversold stochastics. And you can see if you look at the S&P chart that we nailed that measured move perfectly. So technical analysis definitely does work. But essentially, because the S&P is doing extremely well, it wouldn't shock me at all if crypto starts doing a little bit better. We've seen the S&P break out, but Bitcoin and Ethereum are still consolidating. Bitcoin looks a bit better on the weekly time frame, but if you look at the daily, it's still consolidating. We haven't gotten back above this previous high yet. Now, I do quickly want to talk about the rate cuts again, though, because there is a very good chance that if rates did get cut, that the market would start doing a lot better. But what you guys have to understand is a lot of the time the market actually front runs news. So if we start seeing a lot of predictions that rates are going to get cut, then the market could absolutely pick up steam. It's not like the market isn't going to move at all until the next FOMC meeting unless it is a complete surprise rate cut. So just make sure you understand that. But honestly, that's about it for the market update today. In general, we're just still in limbo. There's a lot of macro news that still needs to be resolved. But if you guys are interested in market updates and joining a like-minded community and just getting into projects super early in general, then I always recommend taking a look at my Discord. As a lot of you guys know, we've been doing very well this entire bull run. If you look at the all-time gainer list, we have hit some massive multipliers in here. So if this is the kind of community that you'd like to be a part of, you can find the link right here on my YouTube homepage, and I'd love to see you guys in here. But that's about all. Let me know down in the comments how you guys are feeling about the market. If you found this content valuable, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.